Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
E-Class Consulting. It's owned and operated by E. Carice, providing tools, training, and resources that are sure to make you and your business even more successful. We are staffed with a marketing, credit, tax, and a real estate consultant. E-Class Consulting also provides a temporary admin service called E-Class Admins. Want to book an appointment with E-Class Consulting? Call 702-518-3002 or email book@eclassconsulting.com. E-Class Consulting, navigating you to greatness.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station. Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
Hi.
Hey. What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars. On Hot 702.5fm.com.
Tune in now on hot7025fm.com.
Yeah. Jones. Hey. Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey. If you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help. You wanna be a broker, you wanna be broke. You wanna be the joker, you wanna be the joker. You gotta bring more to the table than your hope, dreams, and wishing. I can feed you fish or I can take you out fishing. I can show you the vision, addition and division, mathematic equation. Make the money flip like an acrobatic, amazing. Greg Deville help you build the foundation. I'm saying, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help.
All right, Las Vegas, good afternoon. I'm Greg Deville. It's 12 noon here on a Wednesday in the great city of Las Vegas, Nevada. Listen, I wanted to talk to you all, and I won't hold you very long today, but I want you all to know that it is a buyer's market. That's right. We're in a buyer's market. There are options available to the buyers. So we want to make sure that you are getting information you need to get pre-approved. I want you to get pre-approved. Very important that you get pre-approved. Not sure why my engineer said I'm frozen on my other camera. But we're going to work through the difficulties in the connection right here. We're going to work through everything here. 702-349-0162. Greg Deville, the broker at Deville Realty Group. We're helping families get involved in home ownership. We want to make sure we're getting everybody. And it doesn't matter your price range. Listen, everyone had a fresh start. Everyone had a new beginning. Everybody had a first-time buyer opportunity. I want to make sure that your family, your friends, your loved ones are getting the same opportunity. Many families own homes today that this is their first home. They started with a smaller home, a first home. Let's get you started. Many of you have young people, nephews and nieces who graduated college and on their careers now. Yeah, they may have some student loans. They just have to be paying on a payment plan with the student loan. So many of you, let's get them involved. Let's get them their first townhome, condo, whatever their price range is that they can afford. Let's get our families, our young people involved in home ownership. Now, it's not hard to qualify. A first-time buyer program is simply 620 FICO to get a no money down. They can buy a home with a 580 with, using their own money, or someone has a 401k. If that's the issue, you got a 401k, a mere low 580 FICO. That just means you paid some of your bills. What the lending companies are saying, look, we know you've got to live somewhere, so we want to get you started in living somewhere that starts off as a first-time buyer. Now, remember, although someone's owned a home but have not in the last 3 years or more, you're considered a first-time buyer. So with that being said, I want to get you started, get them started, get that family, start telling your family about the first-time buyer programs. I specialize in helping first-time buyers get into home ownership. Let's not walk over this. Let's not take it lightly for the opportunities that are available. Now, I'd like everyone to know that we're in a buyer's market right now. Sellers are having a hard time to get chosen in many cases. Now, we can help you sell your home at no upfront cost. The commissions are negotiable. However, when we talk about the buyers, this is the market for you guys. So right now, I've taken the liberty to go online to look up under the multiple listing service. And in Centennial Hills right now, listen, I understand the interest rates are high, right? I get it. You may be with a $400,000 at 7% interest right now. You may be at $3,000 a month. Now, granted, you don't have to spend that high. You're going to be approved for more. But if we're just going to talk about the minimals right now, under $400,000, that's so your monthly payments are comfortable. I know many of you aren't accustomed to paying over $2,500, maybe $2,800 a month. Maybe you're not comfortable right there, but watch this. One of the issues is the interest rate. So let's say we stay up under that $400 number. In Centennial Hills alone, under $400, there's 155 available properties. In Centennial Hills School District, the Shadow Ridge School District, as well as the Arbor View School District. There are 155 homes. That's condos, townhomes, and single-family homes under $400,000. Listen, there are options available, and there are options available for the approved or pre-approved buyer. So first thing I want you all to do is have them contact me. Listen, do me this favor. Give them my direct contact information, 702-349-0162. It is imperative that I hear from you all who are not homeowners. This is the time to get involved. We have money down available that can help with your down payment. Listen, the market is so good for buyers right now that sellers are paying not only half of your closing, in many cases, they're paying for the whole closing cost, the complete 3% closing cost. This is what I'm seeing across the board. Now, as I mentioned to you, Centennial Hills, under $400,000. That means you would be in the Centennial Hills School District or the Shadow Ridge School District or the Arbor View School District, which is considered in the Centennial Hills area. 155 homes available. You just got to get approved. That's under $400,000. Now, if we go above, of course, there are more. But I'm thinking about the interest rate of where we are right now when we talk about monthly payments. So your payments, if you're not comfortable at, above that 2,800 mark, you may want to come under 400, right? Only to help make that mortgage payment. Somebody say, I don't want to be house poor. I mean, you can't take a trip, you can't buy, can't purchase. We understand gas is high, food is high, and so on and so forth. But it's high for you to pay rent, even though the interest rates are high. Now, somebody say interest rates are high. You're right. So is rent, though. And rent continues to increase over time. So what am I saying? When you get into a mortgage, it's a fixed rate. It's not adjustable. It's fixed. You're locked for 30 years, and you could pay it off sooner without any prepayment penalties. So let me help you get involved. I'm Greg Deville, Deville Realty Group, 702-349-0162. I want to get you all pre-approved. Let's go house hunting. Find a home. Now, remember, your first home is not going to be your dream home, right? It's not going to be your dream home, but here's the deal. It is going to be your home with the opportunity to move forward. Now, with that being said, let's continue to be excited about what the market is doing. It's turning around into a buyer's market, which again means you have options. So now we talk about that Centennial Hills under 400, 155 homes available. Watch this. In the Northwest, North Las Vegas area, under 400,000, there's 198 homes available. Now, if you know North Las Vegas, kicking in around Canyon Springs High School, Legacy High School, Mojave High School. Now, we know these homes are many times built above 1998, the year 2000 and above. There's a ton of properties to be seen in the North Las Vegas area. Now, the reason I'm bringing awareness to this is because many of you can get approved under the 400, or even if you go above. But again, I'm saying it because of where the interest rates are. So let's say we get you 6.25 at the 400,000. So you're still around 2,500 a month. But listen, if you keep renting that house, that landlord's going to go up eventually to 2,500. And what are you going to do? You're going to make good on living there. So I want to see many of you get it. Yeah, it'll be a sacrifice. I understand. And prayerfully, the interest rates will go down relatively in the next 2 to 3 years. You can refinance it. But right now, at least if you get into a home, let's say you get it with no money down or using your 401k. With that opportunity, the advantage is when the market does go down, what does that do for you? That allows you, watch this, to refinance it. And many of you will have equity as homes continue to sell in your area at an increased rate. So as values increase, appraisal values increase, that allows for you to get the opportunity to buy or to refinance or to pull out equity. All right. Hey, Shanika Spade, there you are. Good afternoon to you. So as I'm talking about right now, getting into home ownership, if you have not owned a home in the last 3 years, here's the time to get back into home ownership. Yes, the interest rates, as I mentioned before, and I always seem to mention, yes, they're a little bit high. You've heard the rumors. You've heard all the bad news about interest rates. But we forget landlords continue to increase. Landlords continue to what? Every year they go up $100 to $200. And not that their mortgage has increased. So why is it that the landlords are increasing your rent when they're on a fixed rate with their mortgage? I'm glad you asked. The reason is because they can. And many times they're doing it because why? They've gone out and made a purchase. And maybe it's gone up 100 or 200. Let's say they purchased a car. Now, not only are you paying off the mortgage, right, by paying the rent, you're paying the mortgage, but this year they've gone up a couple $100. And it may be that they purchased a new car. And so what does that do for you? That means that you're paying the car and the house. And then maybe you're not paying the whole car note, but you got something on it. You got more than 5 on it. Because whatever they've increased your rent and they're on a fixed mortgage, I'm here to make it known. These landlords are not in adjustable mortgages. These landlords are fixed. They need to know every month where their mortgage is going to be, and they're charging you, and many of them are getting an increase. Not only are you paying the mortgage, but you're putting something residual income in their pockets. I'm exposing it. And so it's to encourage you to understand your time is now. There's money available. There's opportunity available. What are you going to do with it? The opportunity is great. It's there. What are you going to do with the opportunity by making it getting pre-approved at no upfront cost, no obligation? Get the pre-approval, find out how much you qualify for. And based on that, let's work with that number. And if you're pre-approved at 500, you don't like where the payment is, let's go down to 4. Because right now in Centennial, there's 155 homes available. In the North Las Vegas area, there's 100. How many did I have? 198 homes. 198 homes available. 3-4 bedroom homes available. Condos, townhomes, single family homes, totaling 198. Now, get pre-approved. Choose one. It's not going to be your dream home, right? But that apartment, that home you're renting is not your dream home. You're making it work. So you're going to make this house work. 3 to 4 to 5 statistics show the average home American owns their home for about 7 or 8 years max. Then they begin to sell to either increase, right, to increase the size or downsize. I mean, whatever works for you. If you need to increase the value in your home because the family's growing, you need more space. How do you do that, Deville? We're going to do it simply by taking out a home equity line of credit. We're going to increase our home size by using home equity line of credit, right? We're going to pull some money out, and then we're going to do to them what they've been doing to you, and we're going to go find us, I like to call a sucker, to pay. What's the thing on the counter at the bank when you're standing there at the counter? What's that bowl? What's in that bowl? Somebody said there's suckers in the bowl. That's right. You're a sucker when you pay rent. No disrespect intended, but you're really a sucker. You know, landlords say, man, I don't want to sell my house. I want to continue every 4 years to pull equity out. So that means I've got to keep it. So I've got to find me somebody to rent it. So you become the sucker for the landlord who's paying his mortgage, and then every year he increases every year. Not that his mortgage, let me educate you, not that his mortgage has increased at all. No, it hasn't. His mortgage, just like your mortgage, is going to be the same for 30 years. And in 4 to 5 years, you can possibly refinance it. Not only refinance it, watch this. Hey, Randall, how you doing, man? Not only can you refinance it, but you can take a home equity line of credit out of it, right? And get up to 80% of its appraised value. So this is good news for the homeowner who says, you know what, let's say it's been a couple of years since you owned a home, right? You can buy another home with a small down payment, right? If you haven't owned in the last 3 years, guess what? First time buyer, let's take advantage, 3.5% down. Now, doesn't matter how the home was sold, you lost it, deed in lieu, foreclosure. Deed in lieu just means you gave up the keys, right? You said, look, I can't maintain where I'm at. But getting a fresh start, let's talk about how do we fresh start? Because as long as you're paying the mortgage, you're paying someone's mortgage, and every year he's going to increase it. He goes and buys something new, then he increases your rent on his fixed rate mortgage, but you're paying the mortgage and it went up. Now, don't forget, those of you that are listening to me and you own a home, let me say this. If you're in mortgage trouble right now, there is help. There is help. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. If you're losing that property, let me help you. Don't let pride get in your way. Pride will take the P off and take you for a ride and take the E off and get rid of you because of pride. Listen, I can help you sell that home. We'll get you back in a couple of years, or maybe even a year down the road, depending on how much equity you had in your home. Take that 1 year to rent. You should not rent more than a year if you're a previous owner and you had equity from the sale. Let me help you here. This is what I do. Many of you have been hearing me on radio. This is going on my 10th year. This December, I will been on the radio going on my 10th year. 10 years as a broker, 10 years as another homeowner, right? I've been doing this. I'm not the new kid on the block. I'm the old cat on the block. Been around the block, if you will. But I'm simply here with the passion to help you. I want to tell you, and again, Centennial Hills, there's 155 homes available for sale. Under 400,000. That means you got pickings, as they say in the South, in the SIP. You've got some pickings. You got options on the West Coast. You got options. In North Las Vegas, that means the Shadow Ridge, Canyon Spring, and the Mojave, the Legacy School District. There's 198 homes available for sale under, watch this, under $400,000. So with that being said, what are you waiting on? My phone should be ringing off the hook when I get off the air. 702-349-0162. Do me a favor. Tell your friend. Just give them I'm giving it on the radio, Facebook Live, I'm right now. I'm live on Facebook. Right now, I'm live on YouTube. Listen, we're doing it. We're getting the word out. We want everybody to know this is a buyer's market. And yes, it's your turn. It's your time. It's your season. Let's do it. Because with 198 homes available in North Las Vegas, what are you waiting on? Pick one. Under 400,000. That means your payment is right about 25 to 2,800 a month. You're paying 22 for rent on somebody else's house. So what? You got to sacrifice 300. Sacrifice it. That means you got to cut back on some of that going out to eat, some of that going out to the mall, giving your money to Macy's. Listen, just a sacrifice, because guess what? In 3 years, whatever you bought at the mall, you probably not wearing it no more. It's out of fashion. But guess what? With a home purchase, in 3 years, you got some equity. Are we making sense of this yet? Are we making sense of how we can make this market work for our good? I'm Greg Deville, Deville Realty Group, man, the name you need to know right here in the Valley. I've been doing real estate, let me tell you, over 40 something years. I've been improving property. As many of you know, I buy and flip homes. You know, I've been doing some handyman service. So when I'm selling a home, they need repairs, or when I'm buying, guess what I've been doing? I've been helping families, man. Just sold a home. Shout out to Q. Some plumbing issues came about. Plumbing is my passion. I know y'all see the real estate man that I am, but I'm also in the home improvement. So some of these minor repairs you guys are running into, guess what? This is what I do in between my deals closing. I went out yesterday. She got a plumbing problem, low water pressure. Guess what we're going to do Monday? We're going to go fix the low water pressure and the drip from over the garage. Guess what? It's a minor plumbing problem. But, you know, sometimes if you let it go and answer, it becomes a mold issue. So I just did another condo. I got it up for sale, but we had some mold problems. We had to remediate. So guess what your boy did? Went in there, tore it out. So don't let the smooth suits fool you now. I will. I'm having fun, everybody. This is a great time in my life. I'm in a great space. It's an awesome time, and I want to continue to help so many of you get into your own home. 702, same number I've been having for the last, I've been in Vegas 24 years. It'll be in November, 25 years. I've been having the same phone number. That one phone number, this one, 702-349-0162. 702-349-0162. Same number. You can call me, contact me, text me. I want to hear from you, because the deal is, with 198 homes available under 400,000, come get one. Let me show you where they are. You don't have to buy these brand new homes. And if you do, don't go out without a realtor. Now, preferably with Greg Deville or one of the teams. Shout out to Team Deville. Now, let the team meet you. When you go to these new home builders, you know what? They don't represent you. And as a matter of fact, I represent you free buyer representation. You don't even pay me to represent you with a new home. That's like going to court without an attorney. Why? And he's doing it pro bono. Can I pro bono with you and for you for a new home build? If that's what you're looking for, a new home build, contact me first before you enter that door. Because once you go in there, they got a little sign that says you can't come back with your realtor. Now, if I'm your realtor, now listen, there's about 15,000 realtors. I don't know. Everybody's family seem to have one, right? But not everybody knows how to do it like Greg Deville. I'm sure Larry Randall, many of you can attest. I've sold Larry his home. Shout out to you, Larry. Appreciate your help allowing me to. Linda Green, thank you for tuning in with us today. Spate, glad you tuned in. Listen, y'all tell a friend, your nieces and nephews. They've been on the job minimal 2 years. I don't care if it's 5 years or better. They need a home. Republic Service. Shout out to Republic Service. Our CCSD bus drivers. All of you that hear the Greg Deville show, tell a friend, give them my contact number. I want to hear from you. There's 198 homes in North Las Vegas. They're seeking buyers. The sellers, watch this, they're going to pay all of your closing costs. Isn't that something? And many of these homes, let me say this to you, foreclosures on the rise in Nevada. A lot of misfortune has happened with jobs and employment. There's just a lot of things happening. The foreclosures on the rise. There's been, and I spoke to the county recorder's office, there's roughly between 50 and 60 a week filed through the county recorder's office, filed with notice of defaults. Listen, don't be ashamed. If you need to sell, let me tell you something, because the foreclosure is real. Now, I get a list from the foreclosure department where they actually do the bidding. Now, I go over there and your house goes up on the market. Guess what? Any equity you might have, I just helped the family. We're in escrow now on a deal. He's going to walk away with about 120,000 of equity. Now, just think, if I didn't catch him to say, man, we need to sell it before the bank forecloses. They have a sale date, which is October 25th, but we're looking to close it by October 12th. Guess what? We're going to save him about 120 to 130,000. That's because he accept the fact, look, man, Deville, I heard your radio. I can't catch up. Another person got the list. We saved her 142,000, knocked on the door, said, look, they're going to sell your house. And if they sell your house, you're not going to get that equity. They're going to sell it to the highest bidder. And whatever equity's in there that is yours is gone. Okay, so let's do what we term a pre-foreclosure sale. Let's sell it before they take it, right? And we'll give you another 10 to 15 days once you get your money, once the deal closes. And there's no upfront cost to me. I represent, helping sellers close the transaction, and then we can get paid from the sale of the proceeds of the sale. All right, so don't worry. Listen, we don't worry about money. We got the higher power on our team. Praise God, man. We are not tripping about money, right? We got the monopoly on money. We basically printing it, right? How much you want? Now, at the end of the day, the pre-approval is very important, right? Because we got a master key. The key is giving answers, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. Greg Deville can help. The name you need to know right here in the Valley. Hey, Ken, good to see you, man. Don't forget, tell your friends, tell your family. Don't leave them out in the dark. Your nephew been working on a job, man, and guess what? He been just spending money, got nice cars, but he doesn't own real estate. If he does not own real estate, what are we going to do? We're going to help him get involved in real estate. Greg Deville has helped. I was looking at some files, man. Wow. In this course of the last, I've been licensed since 2005, 20 years. Been wonderful ride, man. We have been blessed times blessed to the 10th power blessed. We have helped so many families. But guess what? My job isn't done. I'm still here. I'm still doing what I've been doing. I haven't changed. I'm still that guy. Greg Deville, 702-349-0162. I'm still helping families. And I don't care if you got a realtor in your family. They don't know what I know. That's the reason they haven't helped nobody. They just a realtor. They chasing $1 million. Let me tell you something. I'm not chasing money, baby. Money chasing me. I want to see you get the dream. Because behind the dream is a paycheck. We're not worried. We're going to get that. But if I can get you into a home, right? Get you into a home. 3 or 4 deals a month. Guess what? We're doing okay, right? Every month we're doing this. This is what we're doing, right? 20 years realtor here in the Las Vegas Valley. And I'm not stopping yet. I just turned 60, man. I plan to go. Somebody told me they was retiring. I'm like, why? Retire from real estate? You retiring from helping people? Man, I love what I do. I'm telling you, I wouldn't have any other thing to do. I get up when I'm done sleeping and I'm having fun helping families. And I want to help your family. I want to help your friends. So do me a favor, them a favor by telling them contact Greg Deville at 702-349-0162. Tell them I said he got to call me. She has to call me. I need to hear from them so that we can, guess what? We can get them in home ownership. And if they need to sell, if you're one of the ones who got a notice of default, listen, you're not the first, you won't be the last. Not everybody gets the modification, not the forbearance. Listen, it is what it is, baby. Let's not lose our home. Too many people, I go to the auctions every week. I mean, they're bidding they're starting at what you owe. This house I got right now, he only owes 162. We got the house up the market, a little over 3, just to sell it. And guess what? The big number equity, over 120,000, is coming to him because he contacted Greg Deville. He was losing the house. Don't let pride get in the way. Pride, man, I'm telling you. And don't call some other realtor that ain't dedicated to this business. They just into it for the money. Let me tell you something. They see the money. I see people saying, I'm going to go to real estate school. Man, I've been seeing you out there. See, they chasing for the wrong reason. I'm here because I sincerely, genuinely love what I do. My passion is to help. Save equity by selling it. Sell the home, save the equity. Let you walk with a nice paycheck. Like I said, the lady got 142,000. We found her a rental. Now it's coming up on a year. Guess what? She's about ready to buy another home. You just got to get your credit score back up to a minimal 580, 600. So you get $100,000, pay off some bills, take a little trip, do yourself a favor from the stress, take a little trip, a little small cruise, couple $1,000, right? Now come back, exhale, blow it out. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to wait this 1 year out. That means one Thanksgiving dinner, one Christmas tree, and we out back ready for what? We back ready for home ownership. This is what we do. We educate. Financial literacy is real. And too many times we get ourselves in debt, and that's okay. If we did it, we did it, right? It is what it is, and it is what's going to be was. And this is what we are. So Greg Deville's got answers. I've got answers to help get you out of the dilemma you're in. Let's get a fresh new start. Can we do that? 702-349-0162. So many of you tuning in, do me this favor and do the family member that favor. There's 155 homes in Centennial. That means the Centennial High School School District, the Shadow Ridge School District, and the Arbor View School District. That northwest, the hill back there, that mountain in the back, yeah, back there. There's 155 homes for sale under $400,000. That means your payments will be under the $2,800 a month. Now, keep in mind, a lot of those homes have HOAs. But then when we go over to the Canyon Springs, the Legacy High School, and the Mojave High School, there's 198 properties under $400,000. You don't have to go with $3,000 a month on your mortgage. Stay under $400,000 where you're comfortable. I don't care if you get approved for more. If you're not comfortable with the mortgage payment, there's some nice homes around $380,000, $390,000. Nice 3-car garage, nice, beautiful home. You might not get 2,000 square feet, but guess what? A fresh new start. Your mortgage payment is comfortable, and build some equity. Stay there 3, 4, 5 years, right? Build some equity. When you build the equity, then you can take that equity out. I just did it for a family. They lived in Summerlin, wanted to go to Henderson, closer to the work. He was tired of the commute every day. Guess what? We took 80 out of the equity at home. He paid 20 on some bills that he wanted to get rid of some credit card debt. Guess what they did with the other 60? They put it on a gorgeous 5-bedroom home with a pool, with a balcony. You can literally dive into the pool from the balcony of the master primary bedroom. Cool stuff, man. And guess how they did it, though? They did it with the equity in the house. Watch this. And they got them a renter, a sucker to rent the house that they previously owned, that they got the equity out of. They got them. Now, listen, those of you, I'm laughing with you because I hope you get this. Stop being somebody's sucker, man. They go take equity, go get a big house. Now you're going to pay that house. So in 5 years, guess what they do? They take a little more equity out and go get something else. Increase what? Your rent. Because they can. Right? They increased the rent because they went and bought a new car. So the new payment went up $150, from the old car that they traded in. They went up $150. How much did they go up on your rent? $150? Oh my God, they using you, man. You paying the mortgage and the car note. Oh my God, we got to get over this. We got to stop. So what? The interest rate is high. Big deal. When you pay rent, you're paying 100% interest rate. 100%. So if I sell your home with a 7.25%, versus a rental at 100% with no ROI, no return on your investment. The only return you get from a rental is, watch this. The only return you're going to get from a rental is that deposit you put in there 3, 5, 6 years ago. Whatever that was, it might have just been, watch this, it might have just been $2,500. 4 years down the road, and all you got to show is $2,500 that you gave 5 years ago. But you know what the landlord has to show? Equity. An increase of rent. So now when I get you into this home with no money down, and we're going to pay all your closing costs. Watch this. This is big. We're going to pay all your closing costs, no money down, and literally you get the house for nothing. Because why? We're in a buyer's market. This is the market where buyers are taking advantage of, where the sellers are willing. The sellers, look, please buy my house. I'll pay all your closing costs. Just buy my house. And with that being said, that's what sellers are having to do just to get their home an offer. Is they got to be negotiable. They're paying the agent, the buyer's agent commission. They're paying the close. They just want to get it sold because many of the homes have a notice of default or behind in the mortgage or whatever the case may be. But they're in a need to sell. And because it's a buyer's market, because there's 198 homes in North Las Vegas, you just got to pick one under $400,000. They want you to pick one of them. They're like, pick me. I'll pay all your costs. I'll give a bonus to the agent, right? Because there are options. There's so many options for the buyer. What are you waiting on? There's a big sale going on in real estate right now. What are you waiting on? Oh, the pre-approval? Okay, contact me first. 702-349-0162. I'm going to show you there's no upfront cost to get pre-approved. Buyers, guess what? I offer free buyer representation. That means no cost for you to me to purchase a home. I'm going to negotiate on your behalf to get you in the property, to get this property for you. Wow, watch this. No money down, no closing costs. Literally, you're going to put up $1,000 to $2,000 in escrow to open escrow. But then at the end of the deal, you get, can you imagine getting the $2,000 back? You're going to get the $2,000 back, the down payment covered, the closing costs covered. You literally got into a home for making a phone call and contacting Deville. Greg Deville, 702-349-0162. Let me tell you something. When I saw all these homes and I see it's a buyer's market and these sellers are hungry, let me tell you something. I can sell your home. I got approved buyers ready to go. So we just got a home on the market, just put it in escrow. They're gonna sell his house. I think it's October 25th or 29th. We got an offer to close it on October 12th. He's gonna walk on. Now he was losing a home. It was in default. And not necessarily fault of his own, just, I think they had a divorce or something happened in the matter and it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the reasoning. We just got to sell the house before they foreclose. Hey, Sanders, how you feel? So let's do this. If you're in default, listen, let me, and do us a favor. Make sure that if you know you're 3 to 4 months behind, you're reading that mail, because most homes after 120 days can go on the auction block, depending on your bank. So don't sleep on this. Read them. I know you say, I don't want no more bad news. It's going to be bad when you get a knock at the door and they said, we sold the mortgage to the bidder on October, whatever, right? So let's get it now. Now, if you're 3 months behind, you need to consider. If you can't catch up those 3 months, let's talk about it. Let's face the elephant in the room. Let's stop saying we're going to figure something out. Figure out how to get that equity out, because you can't refinance. You got 100, 200,000 in equity, but you can't refinance because you're 30 days or more late in the mortgage, and no bank, no lender, no hard money guy wants to loan you money, and you're late. So let's figure out what we can do. Greg Deville has the plan. I've got the plan. I've got the answer. I've got the directive, how to get it done. 702-349-0162. I want to help you. That's what I do. Listen, many of you know I'm 20 years in the business here in Vegas. Now, I was 30 years in LA doing real estate. I came here for a fresh start, right? Some things in my life, some transitions had to be made, and moving was one of them. But it's the best move I made in my life, right? Radio, 10 years. Real estate, 20 years, right? Radio, 10 years. It'll be 10 years in November. I've been doing radio. And many of you, I've sold many of your homes, many of your family. Ask your family, have you guys worked with Greg Deville at the next meeting? Say, oh, yeah, he sold me my home. Or one of my team members. Shout out to Team Deville. 27 agents with us on our team. Watch this. We're the largest black real estate firm in the state of Nevada. But we don't say it to brag. We say it because we're grateful for the clientele that we've worked with and continuing to work with, because many of you are helping us stay relevant by telling your family, your friends, your frenemies. Tell them too, because they'll be glad you did. It might restore the relationship. So let me say, before I go, that again, under 400,000, I don't care if you get approved for 6. But those payments are so high at the interest rates right now. We're expecting the feds in the next month or two to go down, and you can always refinance after 6 months to a year of on-time payments. If the interest rate goes down, then guess what? You can refinance the house, right? With on-time payments, refinance out to a lower rate, and depending on how long it's been since the purchase, you may pull out a little equity of it, right? But again, let's get started. Let's stop paying these landlords' properties off, paying for them to get new cars, and then they go refinance out. And they ain't even got to ask you. They just go refinance the house. They go pull out a home equity line of credit, a HELOC, and you renting the house, they don't have to get your permission at all. And what about these landlords who aren't even paying? I ran into this recently, that there's a landlord who is not paying the mortgage. The home is going into default. And guess what? They're going to foreclose on the property. And guess how I know it's a renter? Because his address is not the same. He has a California address when I was sending out mail. He didn't even like, there's a tenant in the house. They're paying the mortgage. They don't even know. How many of you have had that issue or heard of someone who they're paying the rent every month because you can't afford to get evicted, right? You need your place to stay. But the landlord hasn't been, they've been collecting, but they haven't been paying. Now, that means you're going to have to prepare to relocate. Many of you, if you got a lease, don't trip. I don't care if you got a lease. Listen, when you get pre-approved, the window of opportunity is there. So if there's a window of opportunity for you to purchase, let's talk to the property management. Hey, got a chance to buy. I know my lease has got 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 months on it, but here's what many of them do, and I've seen it in the past. And I'm still optimistic they'll continue to do it, that you're going to have to leave the deposit with them, and you have to clean the place up behind yourself, right? And at the end of the day, I mean, you're not, the lease is to keep you from going to lease somewhere else. But now the window of opportunity, I've seen it in the past. As your realtor, your broker, helping you get into another home with a lease, guess what? I'll show up with you. We'll talk it out. That's right. This is what we do. Greg Deville, I'm here to help you. This is what I do. This is where I help families get into homeownership. Be the big cheese. Stop letting somebody tell you, oh, I'm selling the house, now you got to move. And your rent was reasonable. Let me tell you something. If you've been renting under 3 years, you got low rent. Some of you have been renting longer than 5 years, your rent is low. And guess what the landlord wants to do? He wants to get you out so he can get the new rent. He can't leap up that high to where the new rents are. But if you've been renting a house longer than 5 years, some of you still paying $1,500, $1,800. Listen, he can get $2,300 for that house. So that means his car note will be fully covered and the mortgage. I'm laughing with you because now that you get it, I hope you understand it, because landlords are making a killing. Their credit is looking good. That's why when you don't pay rent by the 5th, they charge you the late fee. Guess what? The mortgage isn't due to the 15th. So even though he tells you it's due on the 1st, late by the 5th, some of them by the 3rd, but by the 5th, guess what? He don't have to pay until after the 15th. And that little late fee, he could really, let me tell you something. You could really pay your mortgage on the 29th of the month, as long as you don't let the 30th day go into the 1st of the following month. It's not gonna show in your credit report. Ask me, I know. I've tried it, man. I've been there. I paid it on the 29th. I'm like, ooh, I forgot to pay the mortgage, right? And so I paid it. It didn't show. I'm like, man, you know what? This is way better than rent. Rent, you got to stress to make the payments. And then if you make half a payment, they want to charge you a full penalty. Then they want to give you an eviction notice. By law, they have to give you the eviction notice. Okay, so it's not that they don't like. And let me do away with this myth. Can I do this? Stop thinking the bank wants your house. The bank doesn't want your house. How are you people going to get an attorney because you behind in your mortgage? That's your fault. It's not the bank's fault. They do not want your house. So stop paying going out here getting these attorneys and paying, and you can't pay half the rent, half the mortgage, right? They don't want. One lady said they send it back, Mr. Deville. I said, yeah, they're going to send it back. They want the full mortgage. They want the interest on the money. So they don't want your real estate. Stop paying retainers to attorneys to save your house. One lady said, yeah, and they were trying to take my house. I just sat back and said, oh, really? Okay. You think they want your house, huh? The bank said, we're not in the real estate. We're in the interest rates, not real estate interest rates. Because they had an investor who put money in their bank and they're giving them 1.5% on their money, and they're charging you 6 and 7%. So guess who's making money? The banks are, right? Because they're giving him 1.5%, and they're keeping the other 5 and charging 6.5% on the loan, sometimes 7%, right? Now remember, the no money down program does offer a bit higher interest rate. But that's no money down. So many of you have a 401k on your job. You can utilize that with a mere 580 credit score. You need at least 15, maybe 20,000, depending on. Now, right now, because of the market, sellers are paying the closing costs. So a house at 400,000 at 3.5%, you're right about 13, 14,000. If you got that amount in your 401k, in many cases, you can use the money towards your down payment and get a better interest rate versus using the no money down program. Now, if you want that higher rate and you're okay with it, keep in mind your mortgage payment will be a tad bit higher, as well as keep in mind the HOA at the property. So you may be a little bit higher. And I say 400 at 7% right now. You're right about 28 to 3,000 a month. Let's say between 25, 3,000 a month, right? So the better your credit score, the better your rate can be. So let's take care of our credit. And if credit is the issue, I've got some creditors on standby willing to help you get taken care of on that FICO score. So talk to your nieces, nephews, Pookie, Ray, Keisha, and them. Listen, y'all need to get a house. Y'all need to call Deville. Let Deville get y'all in. Hey, Howard, how you feeling, man? Don't let this first-time buyer program get away. This administration has been taking funding from a lot of programs that are allocated to help. They've been, resourcing those funds. Let me make sure that I'm helping you get into. Don't forget Centennial Hills. That means Centennial's High School, Shadow Ridge High School, Arborview High School. There's 155 homes available for sale under $400,000. Now, if you like Canyon Springs, Legacy High School, Mojave High School, which is in the North Las Vegas area, they're under $400,000. There's 198 properties available. Pick one, choose one. I can get it no money down, and I can get all your closing costs paid. You got to act now. 702-349-0162. Greg Deville, Deville Realty Group. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. Share it with a friend. Tell it to a friend. Listen, I got to go. I'm out of time. Certainly not out of information. If something was said that you have more questions to, feel free to hit me directly at 702-349-0162. I'm Greg Deville, your nephew. I have so much fun being with you every Wednesday. Tune into my show on this coming Saturday. We'll be at 88.1 FM. We'll be talking more about real estate, and we'll continue to encourage the community. Get your home. Stop paying a man's mortgage, and they're selling and losing these homes. And then he wants to sell it because why? It's a good market. It's a buyer's market. Now, if you need to sell the home, don't forget I can help you sell the home, save the equity. If you're more than 2 months behind on your mortgage and you can't seem to catch up, let me help you sell that home, save that equity. Many of you going on the auction block. I'm looking at your address. You may get a knock on my door from this little guy right here, Greg Deville, knocking on your door. You see me on the camera, and I'm only here to help you save your equity. Because once it goes to the auction block, the home is going to be sold. All right, I got to go. Clock on the wall said that's all. Until I talk to you next time, may God's best be yours. Take care.
He'll tell you how to do it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help. You want to be a broker, you want to be broke. You want to be the joker, you want to be the joker. You got to bring more to the table than your hope, dreams, and wishing. I can feed you fish or I can take you out fishing. I can show you the vision, addition and division, mathematic equation. Make the money flip like an acrobatic. Amazing.